everybody, it's Justin here today, and we are playing Speedrun 4. Now, I know I was like, oh, I'll never play Speedrun because I've conquered that already. Well, I decided, hey, why not? I'll put a timer on and see how many levels I can get through in 30 minutes. Now, level 27, I know is definitely not going to be a thing for me to be able to do, so don't expect that, because that level was super hard for me to actually complete in the first place. So, anyway, guys, we're going to get right on into it. I did try recording a, what was it, an obby, but the recording deleted itself and the server kept closing. So it was just pretty bad all around. So anyway, we're going to start. I have a timer on. Let's go. I probably should have started closer to up here, but who cares? Let's go, Casey. Look at my funny run. Don't I run so funny? Woohoo! There we go. Also, I am adding in my own music because they have music in the background, and I don't know if I can shut it off. I will actually check that out after I'm done with this. See if I can shut down the music in any way. Woo! Shut off the music, not shut down the music, but shut off the music. Because I always have to put in my own, because this one actually uses copyrighted sounds, which is not good. There we go. Okay, let's check out. Can I do that? Oh gosh, that's all the stuff I have? Jeez, I didn't even know I had that. Okay, here? Yeah, nope, nothing. Okay, cool. Let's close my inventory. Okay, so sun's just going to be off. Sorry, guys. Look at us running in the desert. Are we so cool? Look at us go. Look at me go. Look at my little arms. I look so funny while running. I'm like, I want this running animation all the time. I probably already have that card. I screwed that up. Whoopsies! I wanted the card anyway. Who cares? Ah, random girl, get out my way. Get out my way. I'm in the desert. Look at all the cacti everywhere. Hello, cacti. Hello. I am your new friend. Oh, jeez. Did you see that? I almost totally just like, oh my gosh. Just would have died there. I think I almost died. Let's go through this. Oh my gosh. Cool. Just don't mind me, just hanging around. Oh, okay, going for a swim. It's all good. You like how I say like I'm really good at this? Yeah, this is probably the worst time to be proving that, considering, you know, all of the dying that's been happening. There we go. There we go. Excuse me, random person coming through. See me just skipping corners. Woo! Woo! Oh, I jumped that one a little too early. Oh! Oh! There we go! Oh gosh, I thought I was dead there. I was like, please tell me not the last jump. I do not want to die. Okay, we're getting back over here. Excuse me, person, that is not where you stop. You do not stop in the middle of running. I would hate to tell you that. The only time you're allowed to stop in the middle of running is level 27, okay? That's the only one I give permission for people to stop in the middle of running. Yeah, or then, that's totally also great to stop during the middle of running during level 3. Like, why would you want to stop any other level? Like, this is cool. It's like, all carpet and everything, and I have hair all over my face. My hair is going crazy. Oh, jeez, did you see that? I'm trying to fix my hair, and I come back in time to make these jumps. Oh, there's my dog. Sorry for her barking in the background. She's a little puppy. She's actually not that little. And I keep missing that jump. Oh my gosh. I always used to flawless this. What's happening? It's because I'm recording. That's what it is. It's because I'm recording. If I'm not recording, you know, it'd be like, easy. Already on level 20. No, not that easy. I actually do struggle on a lot on some of these. Normally not this one. Normally I'm like whipping through this because I've played it so many freaking times. Like, in my free time, I'll just be playing Speedrun 4, because I'm like, I like this game. Okay, yeah, I need to jump earlier on that one before. The slanting one, I need to jump a little earlier. It's just hard figuring out which one that is. Oh my gosh, what was going on there? Did you see my character? She was like, I want to go this way, and I'm like, no, 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 no. I normally jump way too early, so that's why I'm surprised here that I'm actually not jumping early, because I always jump early. Like, whenever I play any games that involves a time jump, I normally jump way too early. See, look at that. See? Early jumps. There we go. Oh, it's pretty good. This is my favorite level out of them all. Out of all the levels, this one's definitely my favorite. It's really pretty. It's got crystals everywhere, and it's the one that causes me the most stress. Besides level 7 and level 24 or 27. I don't remember if it's 24. It's the one with the ice creams. Okay, that one is stressful. And then the Rainbow Road one, which is coming up soon. Boom! There we go. See, look. Boom. Yay, this one! Woo! I say yay, this one, as I die. Don't worry, guys. Just normal everyday stuff. Just running and falling everywhere. If I'm not falling, am I really me? Woo! Look at these skills, guys, as I fall down. Look at my skills. Look at me go. Oh, yeah. Ready, boom! Oh. I figured that out the first time when I was playing this game because I accidentally jumped over that and landed over there. And I'm like, okay, that works. I'm like, I'll just do that from now on. Oh, goodness. See what I mean? Jumping too early. Like, I need to chill out on some of these jumps right here. Woo! Made it! Oh. Yay, the penguin level! Look at all these penguins that I want to take home with me. I want to take you home. Can I take you home, Mr. Penguin? Cool. He says he didn't care. Penguins, you're coming home with me. I am your new mom. Okay, well, you know, I will be your new mother. Let me be your mother, penguins. Let me be your mother. It's all good. Okay, there we go. Ah, ha, ha, ha. I have done it. I have jumped through lands to find you, penguins. I have jumped all over the world looking for you. And I know what you're thinking right now. What do you mean you've jumped all over the world? How do you not have hypothermia? And also, why are you not dead? Well, because I don't get hypothermia because I have a jacket on. Oh no, this one's when you have to time it like perfectly. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Okay, yep. Timing is everything on this one. See? Timing is everything. Like, I like to go slow. Am I the only one on level 7? Let's check. I am. Okay, cool. So I can actually take my time. Or miss. Or miss, you know? It's totally okay. Why not? See, there we go. Slow and steady wins the race. Look at that. So proud of myself. Look at me go. Ta! Rainbow Road's got nothing on me. Actually, in Mario Kart, I always die on Rainbow Road. I always when you have to, like, master those to, unlock, like, characters and stuff like that, I always let my mom do that. She's way better at that than I am. My mom and Tabby, like, Tabby will take the time trial stuff, and my mom will take the races. I'm like, yeah, you guys do that, because there's no way I'm gonna be able to help you. Unless you need somebody who's in last place all the time. Like, that's the best thing, right? Like, if you ever want to win, if you're like, think you're bad at video games, just play against me, and like, you'll always win. Like, I help boost people's, like, video game confidence, okay? You're like, I suck at this game, and I'm like, play against me, trust me, you're gonna be way better than I am. Oh, I just, see, look at that. See, I am so great, I let people win. Just because I'm really bad. Oh, this one reminds me of the Kids' Choice Awards. Nickelodeon with all the friggin' slime everywhere. Jeez, look at that. I watched Kids' Choice Awards. I was very upset that Dove Cameron didn't win. I mean, good for Zendaya, though. I'm happy that she won. But I was, like, voting for Dove like a crazy person. And it's like, Dove, why? And then, you know, yeah, it was a mess. I was happy Little Mix won, though. Like, I was like, finally, they win one. I was so excited that they won. I was, like, freaking out. I was like, yes, my girls. I actually met them way back in, my gosh, how long ago was that? 2013, did I meet them? I think I met them in 2013. They came to Indianapolis for the Little Mix. Like, they had a Little Mix to USA event thing. And, yeah, I met them in Indianapolis. And I waited in the sun for 7 hours. Because up here, where I live, which is near Chicago, it was freezing, right? But down there in Indy, it was hot. And I had pants on. And I got sunburned so badly. And I had pants on and everything. Because up here, it's cold. But down there, it was so warm. People were in shorts and stuff. And I'm here in pants. And I'm like, oh gosh. Like, I was 7 hours outside. In jeans. And it was really warm. And I was in the sun. And there was no shade. Because it was at a mall. Like an outdoor mall. So there was no shade. And yeah, I was like, oh, well, that's great. Because I went the week prior to get my wristband. Because you had to go the week before to buy a CD and get a wristband. And so we went down there to buy a CD and get a wristband. Which was fun because they have Radio Disney down there. Like the station. And we don't have that. Up here, like, we don't get Radio Disney. Like, we probably could if we lived closer to Chicago, but we're quite far. Like an hour away, so we don't get the like Radio Disney signal. So it was like nice because they were playing like R5 and stuff like that. And me and my sister were like, woohoo! Like, we were so excited because they were playing like Disney like music, and we were like, yes! And we were like freaking out. We're like, at least we know we can leave it on this station until we lost it. And we are like, oh. I'm like, well, this is sad. So yeah, it was very sad. I cried. But yeah, I did get to meet them, and I was like so happy though. Like, that I got to meet them and everything. I was like, oh my gosh! So I have, like, my CD signed and everything by them. And I have a magazine signed by them, too, because they were on the cover of 17 magazine. And so I got that signed, and I got my CD signed, because only the first, like, 100 people were going to get their magazine signed. And me and my sister were in, like, the 3rd row, right? But they were taking people in the middle, and we were in the 3rd row over here. So we, like, scooted our way into the middle. We just kind of pushed through people. I'm sorry! Guys, but I mean, come on, I gotta do what I gotta do. So we were like pushing through people. We were like, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Like, we live like, you know, 2 hours away. It's gonna take us. We lived like 2-3 hours away. And so we're like, it's gonna take us, you know, a while to get back home. So plus there's gonna be traffic. Like, so we were like, just please. Like, we're trying to get through, and then we got through. And also, it really was horrible. They were choosing one person to like, take a picture with them. And they chose the people, like, somebody who was, like, 3 people in front of us. And we're like, are you kidding me? Like, I was like, I would have loved to have my picture taken with them. What? And also, they had, like, radio station winners, too. And I'm like, I didn't even know that that was a thing, because I don't live around here. Because nobody comes to, like, Northwest, like, the upper part of Indiana. So, like, radio station-wise, I had no idea what the heck was happening. And I'm like, no. Or, like, when we went to meet the Vamps in Wisconsin, they had, like, radio things, too. Was it Wisconsin? No, it was Minnesota. We met the Vamps in Minnesota. Sorry. You know, they were like, oh, we had radio winners. And my dad, like, talked to the radio guy, and he's like, you know, like, we're not from here. Like, we're from, like, Indiana. And the guy's like, what? He's like, I think you're the farthest person to come here so far. And my dad's like, yeah, we didn't know about the radio contest. He's like, you know, you guys should have had something like right now, like at the event for people from far away who didn't know. And the guy's like, oh yeah. He's like, that's actually probably a really good idea. My dad's like, yeah, you know, gotta think of everybody. I'm like, yeah, come on, I want a picture with them too. Like, I think I got a picture with Connor, like, at the Austin Mahone concert, because they were doing this thing where they were, like, trolling fans, and they would, like, go out into the crowd before the concert started, which actually we weren't supposed to be in there at the time, because it was for people who had VIP tickets to meet, like, Austin Mahone, and I think it was Shawn Mendes. So we weren't even supposed to be in there, and we were just, like, kind of in there chilling around, just in there chilling, and, like, I ran into Connor from the Vamps. He had a unicorn mask on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want a picture. And so I got a picture with Connor, and I knew it was him, though. Like, people were like, oh my gosh, who is that? But I knew it was him, because they had a live stream, like, right before. They had, like, a live stream with Shawn Mendes right before I left to go to the venue, and so I was watching it, and so I knew it was Connor by what he was wearing, so I was like, pfft. People were like, who is that? And I'm like, that's Connor. And they're like, how do you know? I'm like, they did a live stream. How, where were you? I was like so confused. I was like, guys, what? Were you in here the whole time? I was like so lost. Yeah, and then they had a signing, thankfully, at Mall of America, so I did get to meet them and got my CD signed by them, which was nice. Again, I know, another CD signing. But I was waiting in that line, like, I was kind of far back in that line. But pretty much because of the fact that, what was it? What was going on? It was just crazy. I don't know. Oh, because our bus didn't leave till 9:30 to get to the mall. And the mall doesn't open till 10. So the bus service starts at 9:30. And people were there since, like, these, like, group of people were there since 5:30 or 4:30 in the morning. They didn't even have wristbands to meet them. But they were waiting in line since 5:30, hoping to get wristbands because they were waiting so long. So they should get wristbands because they've been there since 5:30. I'm like, that's not how it works. You buy a CD from Claire's, they give you the wristband. Like, you don't wait from 5:30 in the morning to get a wristband. That is not how that works. I was like so mad. I was like, you are taking up spaces in line. Yeah, it was bad. like me and then like everybody else in line with me, we were all complaining about them. And then they couldn't even get in because they didn't have wristbands. So we're like, told you, you weirdos. Like, come on. It was annoying because like they were just taking up space in everybody else's line, like in the line. And we were like, you're not gonna be able to get in. Like, I don't know what you're doing. So yeah. It was pretty bad. Like, okay, have fun. What else are there? Do I have any other weird stories? I think that's it. Meeting people wise, story time. Yeah, for Little Mix, there was people waiting since like 5:30 in the morning, and I'm like, I don't live near there, so I have to drive and get up early, like so I could drive there. Actually, I had to take my mom to work, and then my grandma to. Where'd we go? We had to take her somewhere and drop her off somewhere, and then we were able to go. So yeah, we had like stuff to do, you know, and people to take places, so it's not like we could exactly get there. And like again, I wasn't back very far, but yeah. And people were calling like restaurants in the area, like that was literally at the mall, and they're like, oh, do you deliver? And they're like, no. And they're like, well, we're in the plaza, like right outside of your restaurant right now. They're like, so can you deliver? And I'm like, why would... I'm like, what? I was like, I don't know, because they could call like anybody's name and it could be for literally anybody that's there. Like, I was so confused. I was like, okay. I was like, why can't you just send one friend, give the friend your money, send them to go get the food, and then come back? Like, it's not that hard. Like, me and my sister were like, we have so many little mix buttons actually, by the way, because my dad, like somebody who was handing out the buttons just like gave a bag of them to my dad to hand out. So my dad was handing them out and then like kept a bunch for me and my sister. So like I have a little mix chapstick, I have a little mix sticker, I have a little mix buttons. So yeah, like I only have 2 little mix buttons though, and so does she. So it's not like we kept like a bunch. We only had like 4 and my dad handed the rest out. Cause he was bored and had nothing else to do because he was just sitting and waiting for us for that long. So it was like going in the shops and stuff like that and talking to the people who were like putting on the event because he had nothing else to do. So he was like giving us the info and like texting us info. He's like, hey, this is what I found out. Which is really cool. Okay, what are we doing? We're on the ice level. How much time do I still have? I don't even know what level I'm on right now. I haven't been paying attention. It says in the chat. Wait, let me check. Level 15. Okay. Wow. That's actually quite far. How much time do I have still? I still have 12 minutes. Woohoo! Are we all excited? Level 15, 12 minutes? Yeah, it's gonna be great. Okay. What else can I talk about? I don't know what else to talk about. Hello? Oh! Nope. That's not a thing. Anything else? I don't know. Oh, I have old vlogs from Playlist Live if anybody cares about that. Like, I have old vlog footage from Playlist Live, the One Direction concert, I think the Demi Lovato, Cher Lloyd, Fifth Harmony concert that I went to. I think I also have it from the Vamps, maybe even. I may have vlog footage, actually. I don't know if I have vlog footage. Just, there was this one summer that I was going to start vlogging because, like, I was doing so many things. Like, I had Playlist Live, I had the Vamps, I think I had just so much stuff going on. Cher Lloyd. Okay, that was the thing. Playlist Live I had one day. I came back home Wednesday from Playlist Live, and then Thursday I had to go to Ohio. Yeah, and then Thursday I had to go to Ohio for the Demi Lovato concert with Cher Lloyd and Fifth Harmony, where I got to meet both of them. And yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna start vlogging. Never happened. I never started. I meant to. Like, so I have all this vlog footage, but like, maybe everyone wants to see that. Maybe I'll, like, edit it together. It's all on my red camera here. Like, maybe I'll edit it together. But then you get to see really old Jasmine. Oh, gosh. That's kind of cringy. I met Megan for my first time at Playlist Live in 2014. Like, it was so cool. But, yeah. And I met Troye Sivan. I met Joey Graceffa. I met Shelby, who is Ricky Dillon's friend. I met Ricky as well. I met Tyler Oakley and Corey. And who else did I meet? My dad was talking to Corey too and didn't even know it. My dad was in Frankie Grande's vlog as well. From Playlist Live. What else was there? This is going super slow. I'm just waiting for it to load. What else was there? I don't know. I think that was it. I met a lot of people, like, I couldn't even, whoa, I think I got moved to a totally new game. I got moved to a new game! Look at all these people, I definitely got moved to a new game. Look how many people are in here, I totally got moved to a new game. Where only these certain levels are, wow. And I'm, like, frozen right now. Yeah, I think that's it. I actually don't remember everybody that I met. I know Joey, like, originally, we went to Joey right after we met. Or right after Megan's performance, I think. We went, right after something, we went straight over to Joey Graceffa. And, we were actually, like, late. Like, we went there and we got in line and we're like, oh, we're here. Like, but there was already people inside. Like, they started him signing early. And we were like, whoa, wait a second. And, like, he was so nice enough to stay and sign for everybody else. But that's not originally how it was supposed to go down. I just dropped something. Yeah, and we were like, wait, you're kidding me, right? Like, this is so stupid. Like, I was, yeah, like, so mad. I was like, wait, you started early. Like, you let people in already? Like, he's not supposed to be signing yet. And they're like, oh, he's not, like, signing yet. He's like, but we filled all the seats inside already. I'm like, when did people start lining up for this? Because me and my sister went over there. And we asked people what they were waiting for. And they're like, oh, nothing. They're like, they already cut off the line. And we were like, okay, for somebody else. I don't remember who it was that we wanted to meet. They're like, oh, yeah, they already cut off the line. They didn't even cut off the line yet. They didn't even start the line yet. And they said that. And we were like, okay. But, like, no, they didn't even cut off the line yet, which is what people kept doing at Playlist. They kept telling everyone, oh, they cut the line off, even though they didn't cut the line off. Like, because a lot of the YouTubers were staying over and meeting everybody. And so, technically, there was no lines, like, ever cut off. And yet, they were just telling, like, people that. They're like, oh, yeah, the line was cut off. Or, like, me and my sister, we were in line waiting for Troye Sivan. So, we got up, like, super early at, like, 5 in the morning. And people were cutting the line. And but we were up there since 5, and then people were coming in at like 6, just cutting the line because they didn't have security to watch the line. And so people were just cutting line, and my dad and this other lady who like we were hanging out with was like getting so mad. They were all like yelling at the security guard to where they even had my dad like on security patrol at Playlist Live. Like I was like, what? Yeah, and then like my sister was like, when we got like let into Playlist, like, Tabby went before me. Like, they stopped me, and I'm like, I'm with her. Like, what? Like, are you serious? And, like, they're like, oh, you can't go. And I'm like, I'm with her. So I just told her to go. I was like, Tabby, just go get in line. And so I bent down to tie my shoe, and a rock, like, scraped my knee. And the security guard's like, you can't bend down right there. I'm like, you stopped everybody from coming in. She's like, you're gonna get trampled. I'm like, you literally stopped everybody. Like, you told them no, like, at me. Like, I'm the one in the front here. I have time to tie my shoe because you're not going to let anybody in right away because you're going to wait for these guys to disperse and then you're going to let people in. And so I get inside to Troye Sivan's line with Tabby, and there's this girl, like, waiting at the front of the line. She's like, I'm looking for my friends. And then we just yelled at her to go away and said she can't cut. And then a security guard finally heard us yelling at her, who was, by the way, standing right in front of us, and was like, oh, you can't cut. And I'm like, yeah, you think? And so now I get in line with Tabby, and then these girls behind me are like, you can't cut. I'm like, no, she's my sister. I'm like, somebody pushed me and I'm bleeding, which was instead a rock. But I told them that somebody pushed me and I tripped and I was bleeding. I told them that's all, and then they would have like questioned me, and they were like, oh my gosh, that's so rude. And I was like, yeah, I know. Even though I just went to bed, tied my shoe, and I landed on a rock. But, like, I figured, you know, I was like, well, she's my sister, and we got separated on the way in. And I'm like, because the security guard wouldn't let us stay together. And I'm like, and then I tripped and cut my knee. I'm like, I'm not having a good time right now. And then they were like, oh, yeah, no, that's okay. They're like, she's your sister. That's totally fine. I was like, yeah. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I don't mean to cut. But, like, we got separated on the way in. And they're like, why wouldn't they let you go with her? I'm like, that's what I tried asking. But they didn't want to answer my question. I was, like, getting so mad. And yeah, so we just told people that somebody tripped me. Oh, yeah, so that's what we just kept telling people. We, like, were telling everybody that. We're like, yeah, somebody tripped me. And I landed on a rock, and they were like, oh my gosh. Yeah, Playlist Live that year, they oversold the tickets by, like, 5,000. Because, like, somebody said the year before, they only had 5,000. Sorry, yeah, that year before, they only had 5,000. Sorry, I messed that up. The year before they only sold 5,000, and that this year at the same venue they sold 8,000. And we were like, if they are gonna sell more tickets, they should get a bigger venue because you couldn't get anywhere. Like we had our choice to meet Troye Sivan or Jenna Marbles, and I really wanted to meet Jenna Marbles, but Tabby wanted to meet Troye Sivan, and so I was like, okay, fine, I'll meet Troye, because I like Troye too. So I was like, okay, fine, we'll meet Troye. Like I really wanted to meet Jenna though, so I'm like, maybe we can get Jenna the next day, but we weren't even able to get her because she filled up like before you could even get in there, and it was a problem. Like I don't even know. So I was like, yeah, never going back to a playlist again. Like that one was so bad, and it was horrible. It was awful. Like you can't oversell tickets and expect everyone to be happy. Like I had to meet people in the like outside area. Like I was lucky that, you know, the people that I wanted to meet weren't like super popular. Besides Joey, I think he was the only one that I met that was actually super popular, because everybody else that I met like on the day before, like on that Thursday, because business day is Friday, and I met them on Thursday when they were arriving at the hotel, and yeah, but like I didn't even get to like meet some of them because it was just so hectic. They couldn't meet anybody, and I was like, ugh! And I was just like, yeah. It was bad. Like, again, I will probably never go to a playlist. Unless they invite me. Just kidding. Playlist, hit me up. No. Yeah, like, I don't know. It was definitely an experience, let me say that. I'm like, VidCon is probably more organized. But, of course, after that year, then they start this line thing. Where now you have to, like, you know, get, where they have them, like, you have to get those line stuff, those meetup. Like, you have to book the meetups or something like that you want. I don't know. It's weird. But now they have that going on. I'm like, yeah, you should have had it the year before, because we wouldn't even meet Dan and Phil. But again, their line filled up 2 hours before they even started signing. I'm like, how are you even allowed to line up that early for them? Like, you should not be allowed to line up that early. Like, it shouldn't even be allowed. Like, how are you already full? Like, because Tyler Oakley told me and my sister, like, hey, you know, if you want to meet people, you have to get in line early. So we're like, oh, okay. So we, like, went to Dan and Phil. We're like, we have 2 hours. Like, let's go. And they're like, oh, their line's cut off. I'm like, what? I'm like, it's 2 hours before they're even signing. How is their line cut off? And I was, like, super mad about that. And then, yeah. Troye Sivan's line got cut off super quickly. Like, we didn't even get to meet Zoella and Alfie and them. Like, we did get to meet Joe Sugg, and I got, like, a picture of Zoella, because they were all on the, what is that called? The expo floor. They were all there just chilling out, so, like, I gotta get pictures with Joe Sugg, and I got a picture of Zoella. Oh, gosh, this is the level I hate. No. Yeah, which was nice, but, like, ugh. It was... I don't know. It was an experience, okay? I like how this whole video has just been me talking about, you know, concerts and stuff that I went to. That's just entirely what this video has turned into. I don't even know how. It's just turned into that. I have a minute left. That's great. I'm not going to be able to finish this. Look at the people dying, okay? Yep. See, look at me dying. Yeah, this is just me talking about concerts the whole time. Why not, though? I mean, hey. I did them. Like a while ago. Woo! Look at me go! Woo! I was gonna say that's always the difficult part when I get there. Sorry if nobody actually wanted to hear me talk about playlists, but I mean, hey, I figured, why not? I've been there, done that, like, it was an experience. Like, I still had fun because I went to Disney, like, so, I mean, it was still fun. But, like, it was also really, like, I was staying at the hotel where this was being held. And people who were staying at hotels down the street would come over to our hotel and stay there. Like, on the grounds. And I'm like, this cannot be, like, code. Like, the fire marshal is gonna have you. Like, you are going to get written up. Like, it was totally not coded. There was so many people. Like, there's no way this is code. Like, there's way more people here than there should be. And yeah, I was like, this is not good. It was really bad. so many people to where, like, I felt bad for, like, some of the, like, you know, some of the YouTubers were just getting followed. I remember, like, Nash Greer was there, and he had a line of just girls just following him, to where me and my sister just saw a line of girls, and we're like, oh my gosh, can you believe Nash just passed us? And then they're like, then they just started running behind us, looking for him, and we're like, he didn't pass us. We were like messing with them because we knew they cared. So we just decided, hey, let's just mess with them. Let's see how far we can get. Woo! Okay, we died. So anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you liked my talking about concerts and stuff like that. That's probably the title of this video. It's going to be Talking Playlist Live 2014 and meeting Little Mix and the Vamps. Talking about playlists. I don't know, talking about conventions and stuff that I've gone to. That's probably the title of this video. I don't know really what it is. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, leave a like down below, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Bye! I don't know what this is called. Talking with Jasmine.